A lot of players struggle with Paws Heist, with the way telephone booth work, with the best routes to follow to get a good amount of funds, the best amount of funds, and I'll cover it today. For the team you want to take, you mainly just want to take two characters, it's like Ramosa and Hattori, but I won't be using them as much today, so it's clear for those who don't have them. First one will be like Ramosa, because her life skills give 50% or 20% depending on the level of the ping pulse coins or funds you're getting from the bank, though it's added up at the end when you already escaped. Doesn't make items cost more, no, it makes that the amount you've got is getting multiplied a little. And the second character you want to take is Hattori, who can literally stop the timer and all the enemies. I won't be using her ability that much because it wouldn't be fair for those who don't have her. But basically this is the way it works. You activate her ability, you press it, you stop and then stop the time. Also, you're supposed to run through this room. Completely skip it, rush through, because it doesn't give you any funds. Actually a waste of time, so instead, just run downstairs. Just kill the enemies as quickly as possible. You can grab this golden things that this enemy is dropping, enter the elevator and go down as quickly as possible. Now, this telephone booth is not needed at all. You don't even think about its existence. There are some crucial telephone booths in the bank, and some are just like a complete decoration. You won't be escaping the bank with 5,000 funds, right? Now, in there you turn to the right, run straight and turn inside of this room with this ghost woman over here. In here, you are supposed to be counting the amount of red phones spread through this room. Here we have 1, 2, 3, any more? Yeah, I think it's just 3. You can grab some stuff along the way, and yeah, this room has 3 telephone booths. You come talk to her, and you choose the correct answer. She gives you 5,000 funds for it, which is really nice. Now, you skip through everything else, and you run into this portal over here. You can grab some stuff from the shelves quickly. Yeah, the shelves over here can contain a key card that might be useful in the future. Key cards are basically able to open up some rooms that you usually can access some vaults. And yes, here you have a choice to either go left or go right. This is depending on your luck. I usually turn to the left because it has bigger chance to have this room open, but now it's closed. In this room you can find the boss that gives you a great amount of funds, but this one is closed, so I have to turn back and run to the other side, which will have another golden boss. As long as you're a beginner, do not waste your time opening these vaults, because they are going to distract you. Take your time, and they are going to confuse you. Enemies might also detect you, and you are going to spend even more time dealing with those. So unless you memorized and fully learned the route, unless you're fully used to it, don't open the vaults. Now here, you run through everything, you don't care about anything, you run straight into this room. Yes, you don't run there, you run to here. And the new boss appears. You should quickly defeat it. Don't waste too much time with it. Yes, so now look at this, we are having so much gold over here. Not just gold, but also items that give you pink pulse coins. Yeah, if you didn't know, pink pulse coins are available from some objects you can find. So, and this boss, you skip through a lot of things, which is really nice. Locations that you wouldn't be getting much funds from. New ones appear. Defeat them as quickly as possible, because otherwise you won't be able to open up this elevator over here. Okay, and now that they're defeated, don't go into the elevator. Instead, go into this room and grab every single item you can from this desk over here. If guards spawn here, you ignore them completely, because they won't be influencing this elevator in any way. Grab all the money from here and get down the elevator. Now, with me showing you everything around, we have 6.5 minutes left. Grab everything from the left shelves, everything and anything you can find. Run upstairs, here. If you see any golden enemies, you want to defeat them because they give a nice amount of funds. Yeah, as you can see, quite a nice amount of gold appears out of them. You grab this. This shelf over here can have an item, so check it for yourself. Then run inside of this room. Now this room is the bestest one in the game. You can literally run out of here with 500k alone. This is the most impressive room. And all the most expensive items are located in these things, though really depends on your luck. After you're done with this room, run downstairs and check what's under the stairs. Now, we got a little bit unlucky and there is nothing here, so we will have to run to this side. Grab everything from these shelves. We had to have a telephone booth boss under those stairs, but since we don't have them, which is a little unlucky, we are going to this side over here, grab whatever you can from here as quickly as possible. From the stable over here, we can have some nice stuff here, and run into this room. Grab things you can, and here we have this golden boss. And golden bosses give a lot of funds. After you defeat the boss, you are getting a lot of cash. You grab all of this. Some can spawn behind the shelves, so be careful to check. And now, if you run into this room, unlucky. If the telephone booth boss really spawned, we could have accessed it through here at least. But now we have to run back. Grab everything from the stable over here. Now this is an extremely unlucky run. Like, this is the worst one you could get. You grab whatever you can from this stable over here. Defeat any golden enemy you see. Yeah, so we get a nice amount of funds from every single one of those. Activate this as well. Grab anything you can. And run into this room over here. Do we have golden enemy here? Sadly, no. As you can see, the telephone booth here has closed. So now we have another problem. How to escape this? If the telephone booth closed, you can either run here and this booth is going to be open and you can escape through it, or you can do a bit of a riskier move. You can run here in this elevator, go down. This telephone booth over here is going to be most likely closed. We have 47 seconds left, and if it is, then your last chance to escape is through this one over here. But this one is closed for now. Yeah, and that's how we retreat. Now, this was one of the worst runs you could have had. You had no lucky spawns. You literally wasted so much time running to the left, to the right. So even with this unluckiest run, we still got 150k funds from it. Do not forget that whenever you get new kind of items, whenever you complete some challenges, you can enter this and collect this. This gives you extra funds, extra analyth, and the item index, which gives you funds and analyth as well. So what's the logic behind telephone booth? I've been AFKing for quite some time now, and let's see how many telephone booths actually opened.
Telephone booths are highly dependent of the progress you have made. If you're rushing through everything, the telephone cabins will close quicker than usual. But if you're taking it slow, and maybe even AFK like I did here, the booth will also take it slower or faster to open and to close. Some, like the one downstairs in the main hall, is permanently open. Now let's see how I'll do when I'm fully locked in. Remember, I memorized this road from start to end. And whenever I'm opening some vaults, it's not going to affect much for me. Here I completely skip the first room, because it's a waste of time. Then I quickly whip all the enemies that stand on my way to the elevator. The next step is to get in, that's what I do. Going down the elevator, turning to the right, but before that looking at the bank document. I unfreeze the time and jump through the table, just in case there is a keycard laying there. I enter the room that we've talked about before, I count all the red phones. I'm not too sure here, and I get the correct answer. And I get extra 5k. And here I'm claiming the vault, cause I can, but I get seen by enemies. And so I'm trying to escape this safely, but I overestimate the bad form, so I'm forced to fight them. But it's no trouble, because I eventually won and collected all the items from the shelves, in hopes that there is a key card. But nope, I opened another vault, quickly opened the vault, ran to the boss. Finished fighting it, got a lot of funds from it. Then decided to test my luck with the vaults. This actually feels like pulling for a character. You can either get something good or something really bad. Either way, the next room is the room where I need to beat all the enemies and get inside of the elevator. But the enemies weren't an obstacle to me, and so I completely destroyed them. Then I entered the office room, grabbed everything from the table, and decided to open some vaults. And oh my god! 88.88k for one item. This is impressive. I got really lucky. Now I grabbed everything I could and entered the elevator to the main hall, where another vault is seen by me. Quickly open it up. Get a nice item, destroy this golden enemy because it's going to give me a nice boost in funds. Next destination is the golden room. I enter it without wasting any time, grab everything I can find, though I didn't get any crazy drop from here sadly, though I did get a lot. Spotted another vault, open it up, and got a really nice item. 5k isn't bad. Though sadly the golden telephone booth boss didn't spawn and the room under the stairs was not present. So I had to run from the other side, and unfortunately enemies saw me. Tried to escape them with a bad form but couldn't really succeed, so I had to fight them head on. After they were cooked, all that was needed to do is run forward, which was done. Grabbed all the loot we could possibly grab. Ignored every enemy there because they couldn't stop me, opened another vault, and finally met up with the golden boss. Quickly started grabbing all the loot and checked for the telephone booth, but sadly it didn't spawn at all. Yeah, that gateway could lead to it if we're lucky enough. But then another room comes where enemies once again spot me. I don't know how I'm doing this, but do succeed at being seen, and I start running away, quickly grabbing this golden boss on the way, as well as the second one. I can grab even more funds, but I see no point because I already reached the funds limit. So my decision was to escape. With all the pink Paws coins I've gathered, because they're the only thing that don't have a limit here. Share your thoughts and questions in the comment section.